Hi, Billy the Artist here, and I have my finished Peter Hickman Isle of Man TT painting, and I just want to talk a bit quick, little bit of info on a little bit of basic colour theory. There's a link in the video that you'll see, and there's a bit of a teaser time lapse where you'll see this painting coming together and actually being done. When the full, because I've now completed this, when the full time-lapse video is on, I'll put the link in there and you'll be able to find that, or subscribe to me on YouTube and you'll be notified of when the full time-lapse video is uploaded of this Peter Hickman painting. But I want to talk to something, because you can see all these wonderful colours on here, about complementary colours. You can see here that we've got the primers. You've got yellow, red and blue. So you've got yellow, red and blue, as you can see on the fairing that's there. But there's just something in this painting, why the colours work together. It's about complementary colours. Now, as you see here, we've got the primaries on this very basic colour wheel. So you've got your red, you've got your yellow, you've got your blue. And if you mix very basic yellow and red together, you get orange. If you mix yellow and blue together, you get green, and if you mix red and blue together, you get purple. Now you need to have the right kind of colours, the right kind of pigments, because all yellows and all blues don't make green, all reds and yellows don't make orange, all blues and reds don't make purples. You need the right colours that kind of work together. And I kind of cover that here. So very quickly, if you see on my palette, you can see I've got it arranged. This is for my oil painting, and it goes to my ochres, my browns from my white. I keep my white and my black on opposite sides, and then you get to the blues. So I've got a cobalt blue, I've got a cerulean blue, and I've got French ultramarine, and then I've got alizarin crimson. Now French ultramarine and alizarin crimson have a very purple bias, and so cadmium red, also with French ultramarine, will make quite a nice purple bias. Whereas with the other two, they make different kind of tones, especially the cerulean, and there are other kinds of blues that you can do. The same with the yellows. When I was at college years ago, I came across a book, quite a technical colour book, called Blue and Yellow Don't Make Green. And you can see here I've got cadmium orange and cadmium yellow, and then I've got a lemon yellow. And the lemon yellow makes really, really great greens, whereas the cadmium yellow doesn't make kind of zingy greens. And I'll use cobalt blue with the lemon yellow, and that will give a different green than using French ultramarine with the lemon yellow. And I've got Windsor lemon and cadmium lemon as well. So you can kind of change and enjoy the different kinds of pigments that you can get. I mean, again, these are my watercolours, and you can see there, as that pulls in, that there are different shades, and this is a very small portable set, but you can get hundreds of different colours, and that can be shown. I mean, you can obviously go to your art store and see the different range of colours that you've got, but very simply, even in a pencil set, this is my Caran d'Ache watercolour pencil set, and again you can see how the green shades change and some of the blues change that have got a more green bias and a purple bias, and you can see how it comes through like the colours of a rainbow. And this all works together. And I can remember as a young art student coming across this complementary colour idea, and there's often a phrase that said red and green should not be seen except upon a fool. Well, that's not quite right, because you've got your primaries, again, yellow, blue and red. Yellow and blue make a green kind of colour. Well, you draw a line opposite from red, and the complementary colour of red is green. Go from blue, the complementary colour from blue is orange. Think of a natural occurrence of that. You will see that in a sunset very, very simply and very easily. You'll see the sun setting, you got the blue sky above, and then you got the wonderful orange as the sun's going down. It looks absolutely stunning. That's the complementary colours working together. Again, purple opposite yellows. We have yellow light in the daytime. Shadows are a bluey kind of purple colour at certain times of the day. Experiment with those kind of colours and see how it goes. And again, you'll see here how I've got all the reds and the greens and the oranges working, offsetting each other. The blues and the purples that I've put in the shadow areas that are very dark, I'll put purples in, or reds or blues, depending what kind of tonality I want. If you think about the red and green as well, if you check out John Constable's paintings, this was one that I also found out quite early on. I went to the National Gallery and saw the hay wain. He put little flecks of red amongst the foliage that made the green really stand out that he wanted in the foreground. And that's little techniques you can use in your painting, using colour with pencil crayons, with watercolours. And again, people will put an underpainting down of under the green, they will put a tone of brown down. Now again, this is another TT painting that I'm currently working on. I've still got a bit to do down here, but you'll see in this video as well, when the teaser, I'll put the link in when it's finally finished, and I put a complete brown wash of oil paint down underneath the green before I put it on, because when the green goes on a reddy brown tint, and some people use light red, you can use whatever you want if you want to do that. You put it down. If you study landscape painting, you'll see that they then put the green on over the top in the foreground and it makes it warm. If you put purples in and blues, it cools it down and sends it back. And that's what you can do with your colours to actually, just put that down carefully, to actually enhance your painting and your technique so that you can utilise and use your colours to make them stand out. And with art you can do that, and you can just change things around and develop your colour theory as much as you want to. So again, complementary colours in your painting. Think about how you can use the opposites to make your painting stand out. So you've got your primaries again, remember, red, yellow and blue. Blue and yellow make green. Experiment with the different colours, your different kinds of yellows and blues, to see what greens you can make. The complementary of blue opposite is yellow and red make orange, red and blue make purple. It's the complementary to yellow. Just experiment and just have some real fun with your drawing, with your painting. If you use pencil crayons, watercolours, felt tip pens or oil paints, just experiment with your colour and go as bold as you want, and then just try different things out, and you'll find that you'll start to really lift your paintings. Go to galleries, look at portrait paintings, see how they put purples and greens in and around their eyes depending on the flesh colour to make it cooler or warmer. It's absolutely fascinating, but that is really simple colour theory to help you enhance your painting. Don't just get the paint out of the tube and slap it on. Always mix some other kind of colours in and have some fun, and you'll see your work develop and grow incredibly. Thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and you'll find more videos and more how to draw and how to paint videos coming soon, and I'll post up the finished artwork, time lapses of the art that I'm working on as well. Thanks very much from Billy. Ta-da, have a lovely day.